In this world, there are so many people out there that follow other people. Whatever that is trending, whatever that is getting popular, people just feel the need to do what other people are doing. Whether it's certain words that people say or people's actions, or what people wear, what kind of clothing they wear or how they wear their clothing, whatever it is. There's so many copycats out there. There's so many followers of this world. It's sad. And I just want to talk about some things, that people follow, what they see other people doing, and they follow it because, they want to be like other people and stuff. So one of those things is fornication, a man and a woman getting together and, having sex and they're not married. It's so much of that going on. People think it's normal, and people having children out of wedlock. It's a blessing, when, people have children, but it's how they come into the world. Children are supposed to come through love, which is marriage, not by pleasure. So many people, they're into that sexual pleasure. They get hooked to it, and they treat it like it's a drug. But people just don't understand. When you fornicate, you are sinning against your own body. That's what Paul was saying in 1 Corinthians 6:18. If you commit a sexual sin, you are sinning against your own body. Now, I know that was something that I was doing, in my past relationships. I've been through some things, in my past relationships, and it was about sex. That's what the relationships was based on, sex. I try to make the relationship based on love and trust, but it was always based on sex. So I had to get out of that. What I'm saying? I just had to get away from that, and I haven't been in a relationship like in over 2 years. But it's just sad. What's going on. People think it's fun. They think it's cute to keep on bringing babies into the world, to just keep on fornicating. Having children out of wedlock. And I thank God that I do not have children because of the times that we are living in, these evil days, these last days that we are living in. There's, so many children that is being exposed to all kinds of worldliness, all kinds of ungodliness, by twisted people, trying to get them to think that evil is good and good is evil. It is so sad, it's so sad. So, when it comes to fornication, other people, or people see other people, doing it, or, hear about it, and they think they should do it too, or they see their family members or friends having children, and they think they need to have children too. You don't have to do what other people do. My mom used to say, if you see your friends run across a busy street, would you do the same thing? You wouldn't, but that's, how it is, though. You just following what people are doing. So we really should not be doing that, And another thing is, like with drugs and alcohol and parties or clubs, people see other people doing it and they think, oh, okay, I should do it too. I should get high too. I should get drunk and, go to the parties. And, you don't have to do that, One reason is because of peer pressure. A lot of people, including myself, gave in to peer pressure and stuff. And so, but you don't have to do that. People think, well, oh, if I don't get high or get drunk or go to parties, then people will think I'm, they'll treat me like an outsider. They'll call me all kind of names and stuff. But, it doesn't matter. If you follow the world or not, people are still going to talk about you. They're still going to dislike you. They're still going to hate on you. It's just how this worldly system is. Which is under the control of Satan. There's no love in this world. There's absolutely no love in this world, and that's why Jesus told us to not be a part of the world. We are in this world, but we are not of this world. In John chapter 15, verses 18 and 19, Jesus said, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. You know, the world hated Jesus because he is not of the world, you know, and the world hates all of the Christians because we are not of this world. Now, I like what Paul said in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 5, because this is exactly what's going on. You know, why people are following other people, why the world is the way it is. 2 Timothy 3, verses 1 through 5 says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away." 1 John chapter 2, verses 15 through 17 says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passes away, and the lust thereof. But he that does the will of God abides forever." All of this worldly stuff is not going to last forever. You know, the unbelievers, they want it to last forever. You know, the fornication, the adultery, the drugs, the alcohol, the parties, and all other kinds of worldliness. They want it to last forever, you know. And it's not, you know. Only those that do the will of God, that is what is going to last forever. So another thing, you know, that I really get tired of hearing, you know, when people say things, you know, like the rules of the streets, you know, in the hood or whatever, or, you know, just whatever, you know. I like what Paul said in Colossians 2:8, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ." You know, people teaching other people the rules of the world, you know, like the rules of the street or whatever, but, you know, not even teaching them you know, the things of God, you know, Christianity, you know. And that's another reason why there's so many people that are following the world. You don't have to follow the world, okay? I mean, the world is not going to love you because of following the world. There's still going to be people that's going to hate on you or whatever. I mean, we have to be followers of Christ, the true believers. You know, we can't be, you know, a follower of Christ one day and then be a follower of the world another day. We have to be followers of Christ. You know, that's what Paul did. We have to follow his example according to 1 Corinthians, or according to, 1 Corinthians 4:16 and 11:1 and Philippians 3:17. So 1 Corinthians 4:16 and 11:1 and then Philippians 3:17. We have to be imitators of Christ, not imitators of the world. If you have not accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, please do so. Please watch my video, which is titled, "Now is the Day of Salvation to Accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior."